My mom wasn't doing even remotely well, people. She was displaying, and it was intensifying, whatever, impaired judgment and confusion. Increasingly worse, impaired judgment and confusion. I was dealing the best I could all by myself with an impossible situation. Trying to do the best I could. Remember, the key is increasingly worse, impaired judgment and confusion, people. I'm not making that up, I don't lie. And she wanted to pretend that everything was fine. So of course, if she wants to pretend everything is fine, and I know that it's not, I become the problem. I'm a witness to what she wants there to be no witnesses to. And even that seatbelt incident, when I shouldn't, again, I let my frustration get the best of me. I'm not Mother Teresa. She wouldn't, we needed to leave. She has to wear the seatbelt. She wouldn't let me help her. And we're sitting there, and it wasn't just me and my mom. There were other people. She wouldn't let me help her. I was getting more and more frustrated. And then, because she can't do the seatbelt that she's always been able to, again, increasingly worse, impaired judgment and confusion. Okay? I got frustrated because then she decides she's not going to wear the seatbelt at all. Okay? Instead of just let me help her, it would have taken me 2 seconds. She won't let me help her. She's not going to wear the seatbelt. I got frustrated, and I did. I got upset, and I'm like, you have to wear your seatbelt. And then a woman, like, show some respect. That's your mother. And then I shouldn't have done it. You're right. I'm not perfect. But it's not like I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why can't you? No, I just wanted to help her. I wanted her to allow me to just help her so we could go. And she wouldn't allow me to help her, and I was getting more and more frustrated, and she's getting frustrated because she can't do something that simple that she's always been able to do before. And then I didn't say it. I just said, I looked at the woman because I knew I shouldn't have snapped at my mom. And I go, she has to wear a seatbelt. And the woman goes, she's confused, The woman recognized that my mom's confused. The bus driver recognized that my mom's confused. My mom wants to pretend everything is fine. Auntie was nowhere around. Ever. And obviously I should not have snapped at her like that, okay? I'm not perfect. But like I said, if I snap at her 1 time out of 100 times I could have snapped at her, it doesn't make me fucking verbally abusive towards her. It makes me human. And then, of course, she's furious because I embarrassed her. Get it? How am I supposed to win against that? She's just, and you times that by all kinds of things. I told you, I can't even tell her to watch her step if we're out in unfamiliar territory. I'm treating her like a baby. She just thinks everything's perfectly fine with her. She wants to pretend. I mean, I was under continuous stress, continuous anxiety. The woman down there was like, you're going to be dead before she is, Laura. That was the one that's helped, been a godsend to me and Omar now. And the one who wants to give tough love. You know, your mom can't live alone. Your mom belongs in a home, period. You know? And I've had other people say that, and more or less, and I had Auntie's own words, she belongs in a nursing home. It's like everybody was saying, dealing with all of that, you know? And my aunt gets to just sit there on her high horse and make me out to be some kind of verbally abusive towards my mom monster who just was bleeding her dry with her money, and it was such bullshit. On top of everything I was dealing with my mom 24/7, I was endlessly advocating for her. Getting the ball rolling. Plus, she couldn't even do her own appointments anymore. Couldn't make them. Got confused, and I kept track of them. I was doing everything. I was her fucking caregiver. You can't just make me out to be some scumbag living off of her. I was her fucking live-in caregiver. You know? She was not well, period. Period, people. She was not even remotely well. And if she was discharged from that hospital that second time around, remember, Auntie on Friday, she's not doing well. On Tuesday, she's home, okay? If she went to Auntie's downstairs, whatever, she didn't start off at downstairs apartment, maybe because if there was no bed there yet, but whatever. If she went there in any type, similar condition as she came home to me that time where I went through 6 weeks of just hell with her, then she did not last long in Auntie's downstairs apartment, and she wound up getting sectioned again, but that's something Auntie would want to keep totally secret. You know? She might not even tell the judge when she goes there in March that happened. It's all just smoke and mirrors, people. It's all bullshit. I was here living with her 24/7. I was walking on eggshells with her. I sure as fuck was not going around yelling at her or calling her names or anything. I was trying my best to just stay the fuck out of her way. That's how badly she was treating me. She wanted to watch stuff on movies, gore, and all that stuff that she's never liked before, never enjoyed watching. She's saying stuff to me like, I feel evil. You know, it wasn't my mother. She wasn't acting like my mother at all, people. That's why the second time around when I went and I saw the primary care physician privately, okay? And crying my eyes out. I also, like I said, I gave him a 2-page note in the end. But he said to me, do you feel safe? Based on everything that I was saying that was 100% the truth. Do you feel safe? My mom wasn't acting like my normal mother at all, people. Yeah, I was a little bit afraid of her simply because I know she could just say anything, you know, anything at all and be believed. It's not the truth what she's saying, not even remotely, of what's really going down behind these walls here.